Yo, welcome to my first video on Warframe Elite. Today we're going to go through how to mod your weapon. It can be your secondary, your primary, melee I will leave for a different video because it's different cattle with fish. But today we are going to go through primary weapons, and I have picked the AX-52, and the Warframe is obviously Excalibur Umbra. This is pretty much your poster boy, your starting, well, one of the starting Warframes that you will get whenever you are coming, when you start to play Warframe. But today we're talking about how to mod your weapon. In the AX-52, what you want to do is whenever you come to the weapon, you have pretty much plain. You have your arcane slot. Arcane slot is pretty much where you progress to the state path. Right now we're going to be talking about the star chart. So the AX-52 is where you get a drop whenever you watched the dev stream. But now DE has dropped this weapon into 1999, hence the hacks. So its unique trait is hip fire shots give 60% ammo efficiency. Aim headshots have a 400% critical chance. Okay, so there's two ways that you can actually build this gun. On star chart, really you're not going to worry. But as you can see, I have this format 5 times because I've literally leveled this up. I've took this gun to level cap. So this gun can do ridiculous damage. But today we're going to worry about the star chart. First thing you want to do is you want to put on Serration. Serration is your damage, your base damage, right? Base puncher is the only thing that goes up because that's all this gun has is puncher. If you read puncher, puncher temporarily reduces the target's damage output by up to 80%, increased critical chance of damage taken up to 25% of multiple stacks. Now, this is a free crit chance increase, but the damage, like reduce the damage, is pretty good. So you now have your damage. So next one you want to go to would be your crit rate. So you want to have your crit rate. So the gun's crit rate is actually 26. The critical multiplier is 3.6 times, and the status chance is 18%. So you know the crit is going to be good. So what you want to do is you want to put the critical delay on the polarity that's on, and then it goes up to 78%. So this is pretty good. The next one you want to go for is it's personal preference. If you want to, you can even use a Bane if you want, or you could pretty much go down to your fire rate, right? So there's the fire rate. So if you don't like Banes, or well, in Star Chart, you really don't need to worry about Banes until you go to pretty much when you go to State Path. So you can take this off, put the speed trigger on, and then your next is multi-shot. Multi-shot, you're going to put in there. Multi-shot is pretty much where the bread and butter of this gun is going to shine. So you have your base damage increase, you have your multi-shot, you have your critical chance, and your speed trigger for that extra fire rate. So it goes up to 14. Multi-shot is 1.9. Your crit chance is 78%. Your puncher now goes up to pretty much 106. Your base damage in total is 201%. Now, one thing you have to understand that this is a letting of win. So this has an 18% chance to proc. So you have your 4 basic mods that you would use. So what are you going to use next? So what you could do is you have the crit chance. So when you do get a 78% chance to crit, you want to go and get that crit damage. So there's the crit damage. So that is 1. So now you're up from 3.6 to 6.5. So this is good. But now you want to add more. So you're only using puncher and that's it. So what you could do is if you're coming into 1999, you could add a status chance, magnetic, or what you could do is you could take it off and basic, go for your basic viral. So if I can find, or how about I just go cold, right? So we'll go for cold, and then we can go for the toxin. So that will be the 60/60 mods that I have. There it is, the toxin, right? So as you can see, this is a 60/60 mod. So 60 toxin and 60 status. So that is now has increased my status chance from 18 to 28.8. Now this is good. Now your last one could pretty much be whatever you want. So if you're struggling for the reload's 2 seconds, you can put the reload in. It brings it down to 1.5 seconds. This here is a basic build that you would use for 4-star chart. Crazy, crazy, crazy damage, right? So now we're going to move on to the steel path side of things. So what would I do to make this gun do better damage for me? There's many ways that I can change this, right? I have 2 configurations already for the gun, but I'm going to build it here the way I would build it, and depending on the frame. Right now I have Excalibur. I know Excalibur accelerates in melee because that's pretty much this whole kit. So I'm going to build it just the way the gun is. Okay, so what you want to do is, right, the first thing that you want to do is you want to take off Serration. That is a mod slot saved straight away. The reason why is you go to your arcanes. Your arcanes will give you your base damage increase. So first thing you want to do is, do you want to go primary merciless or do you want to go deadhead? Right, primary deadhead gives you the headshot multiplier and the minus 50 recoil. So good. But the main thing is that when on precision, headshot kill, 120% damage for 24 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. That is 360% base damage increase. No brainer, I'm going to put it on. Plus, its unique trait will give you aimed headshots have a 400% chance for a critical chance. Happy days. Okay, now, what would I do to change this? Split chamber, I will take this away. The reason why is you have now your galvanized mods. Your galvanized mods, you have 3 galvanized mods that you can use for your rifle. Galvanized scope, galvanized aptitude, and galvanized chamber. I just got rid of split chamber, so now I'm going to add galvanized chamber. This now gives me the exact same multi shot, but it stacks up to 5 times. So this is where my damage is going to go from pretty much here to here. It's going to go a big damage increase. So your multi shot is pretty much what's going to shoot out 2 bullets with 1 shot. And you stack this up, that's going to go to near 3 to 4 bullets per shot. Then if you have your deadhead proc on precision kills, then that's a base damage increase plus the headshot multiplier. Plus you can crit with the 400% critical chance when you're aiming with the headshots. So you have the crit delay, you have the galvanize, you have the speed chamber. See, what I would do is, I would take away the speed chamber. This is personal preference because a fire rate of 8 is actually pretty good. And I would add, well, I would take away the fast hands also. But if you have a Raven, you would pretty much add this in, right? This is a free viral on this gun. Now this has now saved me 2 mod slots, right? As well as cold. So now I have 4 slots free. I've got crit damage, I've got the galvanized chamber, and I have crit delay. So these 2 are going to guarantee me 100% the crit yellow all the time. But this is also going to go to the rare crit territory because of its unique trait. Now, I want to go, do I want more crit chance? No, I do not. I have enough on it. I'm going to go Galvanize Aptitude. Why do you want to go Galvanize Aptitude? Because this will give you a pretty much a base damage increase per status that is afflicting the target. Now, but as you can see, I only have two. That is Puncher and Viral. Okay, now I'm going to change this to 4. So this is what I would do. So I have a base damage increase, but it also increases my status. I want to go, so I want to slash. So 100 munitions, I am guaranteed to 100 munitions because it's crit rate. But this has a 30% chance to slash on a critical hit. Happy days. But you've got Puncher and then you've got Viral. Viral is a health damage increase with multiple stacks. 325% chance, well, percent to be precise, on the short duration. So, Slice ignores armor. Viral goes pretty much for the health, does more damage to the health. This is a brain dead status that you would put on any gun is Viral. But I have a bane for this, well, pretty much a Riven mod that literally makes this absolutely viable for me to work. Is the reason why this gun is so good the way I have it. Now, we have 100 munitions, we have a bane, well, a Riven that will gives me free corrosive with a critical chance. Now, crit damage would have been better, but I have 6.5. So, believe it or not, that's actually good. So, now you have 3 statuses, but where's the other one? Okay, so what you want to go for is you want to go for the heat. Now, do you go for the straight out heat mod? Do you go for the straight out heat mod? The Hellfire? No, you don't. You go for the thermal rounds. The reason why is you want to proc Viral as much. You want to proc Viral the 10 stacks. You want to get max Viral stacks. By that time, this would probably have done more stacks than Heat. Heat is a 50% armor reduction with 1 stack. It's the reason why this is here. And it is more heat. Now, what are you going to add in for your last, pretty much your last mod? Now, I don't have any variant, so I've now lost a variant, but my damage, my multi-shot, my status chance, and my crit chance have now increased. Now I have 4 statuses on this gun. The last thing that I want to do is, I want to add more damage. So, the rifle Elemist. 90% damage, and it gives you at 0.6 punch through. This procs of Slice, Heat, Electricity, Toxin, Blast, and Gas status effects. I have Slice and Heat. This is going to hurt if you do this. Now, if you want to go for an Excellence mod, you can. I would go for the Vigilante Supplies because the 5% chance for the enhancer critical hits from primary weapons, that would be pretty much for me. If you want more accuracy with the gun, you can put Guided. This mod, let's just use this mod. If you want to zoom in more, Eagle Eye Stabilizer for the weapon recoil. There's another. This is another good one. To be honest, I actually should have this maxed out because it's actually a good mod. There you go, Stabilizer with a minus recoil. But you get 50% anyway of dead hit. This is a Steel Path build. It's a brain dead build with Viral. Now, what would you do to change this for if you want to go corrosive? The problem is this mod has to leave for this to work, and you would need to take off the thermal rounds, right, to create corrosive. So you lose that crit chance and you lose the thermal rounds, but you're losing out on 2 statuses, but you get corrosive back. So corrosive, to make corrosive is Toxin, right? So if I get a toxin mod, it didn't. Okay, so where is the toxin? And the last mod is going to be the electricity storm. That is now corrosive. Corrosive is going to proc more, as well as the hunter munitions. So now you have 3. That is literally what you do for this. That is it. And that is how you pretty much mod your weapons for the star chart on Steel Path. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have watched this far, I do appreciate the time that you've put in. The new channel has now went up. I hope you guys are pretty much excited for the growing of a new content creator of Warframe. Myself, my original name is Leech16, but the YouTube channel is Warframe Leech. I will be pretty much doing guides on how to mod Warframes, weapons, melee weapons, showing game modes, showing assassinations, pretty much all the mechanics that you need to learn and do on the game. But if you have, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I will be leaving my Twitch at the bottom of the video here in the description right below. And I will see you on a next video. Peace.